Okay, time for episode 7. We're going to talk reverb. We're also going to talk about the limitations of something that we've just done with one of the buses as well. So, in the last video, we sent all of the vocal tracks to bus 2. Now, this is the limitation with using outputs and buses, because you can only have the output set to one bus. So if you want to send multiple things, you're restricted to only using sends. Now, what we're going to do is we're actually going to send all of the tracks to a reverb bus. We could put individual reverb on each track, and then we could adjust individual volumes and individual presets and all that kind of thing. By all means, if you want to go into that level of detail, you go for it. However, what we're going to do is we're going to, for some reason I can't select all of my tracks. There we go. Okay, we're going to select all of those tracks. Okay, and we're going to add a send. We're going to go to bus 3, which is one I accidentally created earlier. Oh no, hang on, that's messed up my other buses. Oh, okay, so I can't do that as multiple tracks, so I can do that with some of them that don't have a bus already. How annoying. Okay, so let's go bus 3. Bus 3. Bus 3, turn all of these on. There we go, and then these two I can do together. Whoops. So these two can go to bus 3. Attention to detail, it's really important. And then the rest I can do, because I haven't got other buses selected. So we'll go to bus 3. There we go. I'm going to call this the reverb bus. And oh, let's give it a different colour. Make it red. Okay, so reverb, remember, is short for reverberation. It's the way a sound sounds in any enclosed space. So any enclosed space has reverberation, that's reflected sound, and how long and how much of that sound comes back to you affects how the room is going to be sounding. So what we've got at the moment is we've got everything going through bus 3, everything being sent to bus 3. At the moment I've got no level on any of them. So if I add some reverb, Space Designer, then let's put a hole on it, shall we? So it's nice and obvious. Bright hole. Okay, that shouldn't, if I've done it right, make any difference. Yep, you got no reverb coming through, and the simple reason for that is you've got no output on that reverb. So let's go extreme, and we'll put everything at 0. Be careful not to alter the different buses. Get rid of this temporarily. There we go. So now, hopefully,
listen close and don't be slow. I'll be here in the morning.
okay. Now that's too much reverb. right? So you would change it up as you felt necessary. Let's go with something a little bit more subtle. Now actually that's pulled the mix together quite nicely, but it's ruined the vocals. So what I'd probably do in that instance is I'd take out quite a lot of the processing on that. So let's knock it all back, for example. And then none of that is going through. There's nothing here, but that's okay. And then you might decide that actually you want to introduce some of it. Outside your room, your sister's spinning, but she laughs and tells me it's just fine. I guess she's out there somewhere. And the sailors, they strike poses. Okay, and you've got a little bit of a problem with drums as well there. Some of that reverb is not working out well. But like I said, if you don't like it on a particular track, then just take that out of the bus. Maybe put it on individually. But using the same reverb across multiple tracks can really, really help with pulling a mix together. Make it sound like it was all recorded in the same place at the same time, which is what we're wanting, even though we're talking about an overdub recording. What would we need to do at this stage? Well, of course, we need to document what we've just done. So we'll take a screenshot. Duplicate all of what was at the end. Screenshot 16. I wanted to add reverb, so I decided to use a reverb bus. I created a send to bus 3, which I labeled as reverb bus. Labeled, I think in this country. Oh no, hang on. Why doesn't it like that? Oh, that's why, because I started it with an I instead of an L. So that I can add reverb to the entire track. I had to use a send for this because I had already changed the output of the vocals for bus 2. This is a limitation of using outputs for buses. Buses, 1S, 2S's. Let's go with 2S's. I used the Space Designer reverb module and experimented with the amount of signal sent from each track. For example, the vocals were spoiled by the reverb that I initially applied, so I reduced it and this helped a lot. Having similar reverb across a mix can really help it to sound more cohesive. Oh dear, spelling is all over the place today. Okay, there we go, and that's reverb. So we are doing exceptionally well. We're nearly there. We've just got to do our final balance. Now, admittedly, I haven't got a completed mix, so it won't sound the best that it possibly can. Yours will sound better, but at the same time, I'll talk through automation and so on and so forth. So there we go. I shall see you in episode 8, which is automation and final balancing.